Welcome back. This is Aquarium Hacks by Marcus. Now, as you can remember from my last video, I was reviewing the Max Clean quartz sponge filter, which I thought was a very good sponge filter, and I believe it's going to gain a lot of popularity as time goes on. But if I was you, if you're interested in this filter, I would get it now while it's only still $10 on Amazon. Of course, you get it shipped to you for free if you got Amazon Prime. But anyway, I'm not advertising for Amazon because I'm not an affiliate link and or an associate, so I don't get paid anything, right? I don't get paid nothing for these videos. I just like doing them because I just like helping people with their aquariums. Anyway, so this is what I've had to do, and I'm sorry I didn't show everything that I did like step for step because it took me a little while to figure out how I wanted to customize this thing, and I didn't want this to be a very long video. But this is what I did do. Now, you remember those from my first video. You need to go back to watch that if you haven't seen it, as I describe what I liked and what I didn't like about this sponge filter. But this sponge filter here had an inside here, had these inside tubes here, and that's what it had, and it had these barbells that was all the way around it. And so what I've done is, and you have to get you some smaller, sharp, strong scissors too, because I tried to do it with some larger scissors and I couldn't hardly get up in between there. You got to get up in there where those scissors will actually clip and cut. So I had some of these around, and I cut out both sections right here. I cut them out. So this was what was in there with the barbs, okay, that was all the way around, that was connected to it, and I just cut that completely out. Now, after I've done that, now this is all clear and free. So you now can start to really work with this and really hack this out. So you can use whatever kind of airstone that you want to use with it, as long as it's a regular airstone. Now, this is one that will have the finer bubbles. This is the ceramic airstone, which will have nice fine bubbles. This is the Never Clog airstone, which will not have as fine as bubbles, but it works very well as well. And I like the Never Clog because that's what they mean. They don't hardly ever clog, and it does give out some bubbles, and just not as fine as, of course, the ceramic bubbles are. So now when you cut out that middle section, always keep these right here around, because you never know what you might want to use these for. I mean, they work great. You know, you can use a regular ceramic airstone like this, and you know, it connects good to that, so you might want to use that for something else later on. It doesn't really connect to the heavier Never Clog airstones. It doesn't connect to that at all, but you never know what you might want to use that for. So anyway, so you got that middle section on both ends cut out completely, okay? You don't even have to save the little inside knobs right here at all, not for this particular hack. So now that it's cut out, you can easily just start to work with this. So what I'm going to do, here's the base, okay? And here is the airstone. I'm just going to simply put this base on like this, okay? And I'm going to just simply connect my airline tubing now, because I want to go through here, okay? My airline tubing, go through this first one, connect. Well, wait a second, let me go back and show you exactly what I'm going to do. So what you have to do here is go ahead and get your bullseye that's on top and get your uplift tube that's here, okay? And you connect that together. Now you see the 4 slots through here on your bullseye that goes to the top of your sponge, on the top of your sponge. What you're going to do is just simply take your airline tubing and go down through one of those holes. There's 4 slots, so you can just take your airline tubing and go down through one of the holes there. Now, if you find that difficult to do, it's just like what I'm doing here, what you can do is simply take this off, which I'm going to have to do here. So anyway, you go down through there. Okay, there you go. So you go down through that bullseye, and then you connect, go down through here, go down through your first tube here, okay? And then you connect your airstone, whether that's a Never Clog airstone or a ceramic airstone, connect it, because now that's all open. You put that there, just like that, just like so there. You take this and you just slide it right here. Okay, this is right here. Just slide this right on top, just like that. Okay, all snap together there. Okay, very good. Now you take this right here, this tube here, and you just slide it down the other end of your airline tubing, like so. So it just slides down there just like that. And bam, now you see how that is all connecting. Now I don't have the sponge on there yet, but I just wanted to show you how that all connects together. Now we want to put the sponge on. So just simply slide this off. No problem there. Just simply slide it off. Okay. Take your sponge, slide your sponge all the way through. Okay, there's that air stone. It's still in there. See that air stone still in there. Connected to your airline tubing. Okay, slides all the way through. Slides on here. Very simply, just like that. There's your sponge. Now you just simply take your bullseye and your connected tubing right here, and you just slide that through one of the holes here. There's 4 holes in that bullseye. You just take this, your airline tubing, and you slide through one of those holes. Should be no problem there. Slide it through one of those holes. And if you have to cut this, your airline tubing at an angle to get it go through the holes of that bullseye, then that will be fine. For some reason I'm always having a hard time getting it down through there. Well, I'm just going to cut that at an angle and see what happens. Okay, so I cut it at an angle so I can slide it through that bullseye and then through the holes. Let's see if that right there will even work. For some reason it's harder to go from the bottom to the top. But there it goes. Okay, so it's sliding up through there just like that. Okay, slide through there. I cut it at an angle. That slides all the way down your hose. I mean, slides all the way down your uplift tube and your bullseye. Okay, that's at the bottom. Slide it all the way down. It connects. Now, that's all connected. Okay, that's all connected, already done. You simply hook up your air pump, and and now it's hooked up to your air pump, just like that. And this filter is now ready to go. Excuse me. So what this is a very simple way on how to connect your airline tubing to your Max Clean sponge filter. No more complications. Okay, so this is just what you're going to simply do. On, just like I showed you before, on the inside of this, the plastic on the inside of your tubes there, you're going to just cut them out. Cut them both out, completely out. Keep those because you don't know what you might want to use those for. You're going to simply connect your airline tubing. You're going to slide it down through your bullseye. You got 4 holes there. Slide down through your bullseye. Connect your airline tubing down here. Connect everything else back together, and you're done. Simple, easy, and that's what I'm about with aquarium hacks. Now you can do it either way you want to do it, but this is just a simple, easy way and an easy hack on how to connect this and have an air stone in it. And let's just watch it and see how well it works. So let's get it hooked up to a fish tank, and I'll show you how well this works. So just give me a second. Let me grab everything here, and let's move it over to the fish tank. Okay, so here we are. Here's my fish tank. Here's the tubing. Now here it is, going down into a 20 gallon here. As you can see here, it's pretty good size even for a 20 gallon tank. So it can easily do a 20 gallon. Like I said, this filter can easily do even up to, in my opinion, up to a 40 gallon breeder just for one of them. But let's just see how it works here. Bubbles come up, and as you can see here, it works just fine. Now this is the Never Clog Air Stone.
And as you can see here, it is going up through the airlift tube. There are a few bubbles that is going through the sponge, which that's not going to hurt anything at all. That's just bubbles, and that's just air going up through the sponge, making it even a more effective filter. But anyway, that's how it's going to work. That's how it's going to do. And that's going to be a very effective sponge. Just so simple, just so easy. And so I'm not about, like I said before, with these hacks, I don't try to make, customizing filters, customizing things for your aquarium. I don't try to make it complicated. I try to make it easy, simple, and effective, and it will work. And so there's how you would customize the Max Clean sponge filter. And this, I'm sure this hack would work for many different sponge filters that don't have the already connection for an Airstone. And so there it is. It works well. You're going to get some great filtration out of that, and enjoy your sponge filter. So keep on hacking, and this is Marcus with Aquarium Hacks.